Hi friends! I'm coming at you from the swimming pool here in Colorado while the kids do the slides, and I just wanted to send kind of a short training video because I couldn't be with you guys today, and I am so grateful. I'm grateful for the freedom and the flexibility to be able to come here. I'm grateful for leaders like you all who step up and work regardless of me and my actions. And it allows me just the freedom to kind of step away and be with my family while working hard to help you all. So yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about today how leaders finish and start months. Because the reality of the situation when you're in a business like this is that some months you're going to achieve your goals and some months you're not going to achieve your goals. And some months you're just going to feel kind of like mediocre about things, to be honest. And so what do you do with that as a leader? What do you do with that when you are leading other people? What do you do with that when you're leading yourself? And I just wanted to take a minute and talk about that for a second. And so that's what we're going to talk about today, is really how to finish a month and how to head into another month, regardless of emotions. I always like to end a month by taking inventory. Inventory on what has happened, what has gone well, what has not gone well, whether I showed up the way I wanted to show up or didn't show up the way I wanted to show up. Was that a conscious decision, or was that the result of just some uncontrollable factors in my life? Is it something that I could have done things differently and had different results? Or is it just a month that you've got to just say crazy things happen, right? I always am learning and growing. And so as I end a month, I like to look and just take inventory. Do I need to have a conversation with my shareholders and carve out some different time in the month ahead? Are there things like, do I want another month to end this way, right? Or do I want things to shift? Sometimes I'm going to be really proud of the work that I've done, and I'm going to, want the months to end that way again and again. Other months, I'm going to be honest, this month is a month where I'm like, man, end of school year was crazy. And if you're like me, then maybe that was that way for you too. And I got to make some changes heading into June. Changes in when I'm doing my IPA, changes in how I'm showing up in my business, changes in some conversations I'm having. And so for me, what that may look like is waking up early a few days a week. We are headed into VBS soon and things like that are prior commitments. We have another vacation on the docks, and I'm going to have to do some things in the morning. I'm going to have to wake up before my kids and get my quiet time in so that I can really show up well for the rest of the day. And I'm going to have to put some things on my schedule. And so that is kind of what I'm looking at as I head into a new month, because the month, y'all, it starts tomorrow. And when the month starts on a weekend, there can be a real tendency to take a break and rest. And that's not a bad thing. Hear me say that. But I like to take the weekend as a time to set myself up for success for the week ahead, especially when there is a transition of months. And so take some time to do that. Set your schedule for next week. And really think about how you want to show up next week. Do you need to have a different type of event for your team? And so this kind of comes into my next question. You are the leader of your team, whether it's you and one other person, whether it's just you and a few people who maybe share once every now and again, whether it's just you. And so the reality is you're the leader of your team. And the question then becomes, do you need to do things differently? Y'all, we're providing a lot of stuff for you. We've got Thursday events. We've got Welcome to Plexus calls. We've got different things happening throughout the month. But the question then becomes, is that working for you? Is that working for me, right? Do I need to do some things differently based on my team and the goals that we have? Y'all, we have this incredible Wellness Warrior community, and we love to do stuff together. But every now and again, you're going to have to say, ooh, I need a sample group. And I needed it like yesterday. So I'm going to get that going with my leaders and really partner with them to do this. Do you need an event for a specific type of person? You know what? I need a Zoom event for stay-at-home moms. I'm going to have a Zoom event for stay-at-home moms with my team. And it doesn't mean that you can't invite other people to be a part of those things. But what I want to see, what really lets me know that I'm doing a good job as a leader, is that I see other people taking ownership of their leadership and their businesses. And so really take thought in that. Are there things that you need to implement to reach the goals that you have? And do you need to do that? Do that promptly, right? I'm going to shout out Kim Hare, who partnered with a sideline of hers to lead a sample group last month. She saw a need, she saw a way to do it, and she implemented. Now, here's a couple of things that did. One, it built her partnership with a sideline. Two, it allowed people on her team to step up and lead because we didn't have all of these other people on our larger team. And three, it made her feel like the owner of her business. And y'all, I am telling you, there's nothing more valuable than feeling like you are the owner of this business, that it rises and falls on you. And so I just want to encourage you all to think about some of those things. What do I need to change for next month? Are there things that I need to implement to make happen? Y'all, we are doing I'm going to do another webinar. It's going to be the week after convention. So that's a little bit later in the month. Do you need to host a webinar of your own for your prospects about the business this week? Y'all, I'm not doing it this week. That didn't work for me. And based on the prospects I have, I'm going to wait till after convention. Now, of course, I'm going to open that up to all of you, but just because I'm waiting doesn't mean you have to. You may be like, Tracy, I've been talking to so many people about the business. I need to have a webinar this week. Well, friend, go watch the replay of the one I did last week, take notes, practice, and do it yourself. You are all totally able and capable to do that, okay? And I want you to hear me say, go and do it. Well, go and do it. Okay. Let's see, what else do we consider when we're heading into a new month? Am I ready to crush some goals? Is there a rank up that I am working towards? Is there a re-rank that I am working towards this month? You guys, you've got to know the map of where you're going right now, okay? If you're working towards a senior gold re-rank or a senior gold rank, you need to have printed out your list of 50 orders that people are working to achieve. Who are you helping share? Who are you helping order? Like looking through some of these things right now and getting them up on your board. You cannot wait till Monday to do that. That's the third of the month. And y'all, claiming goals 3 days into the month, you've lost like an eighth of the month already. Do you see that? And so that is going to be really, really, really important. Convention. We're going to convention this month. Do you have a plan for that, right? Do you have childcare plans? Do you have the things that you need for convention? Do you have a plan for convention to share on social media, to do those things? Do you have a fun Plexus cup that you want to take with you to convention to take pictures with? Do you need to order one? Y'all, these are just all things that are going through my head as I'm heading into a new month. But the most important thing, you guys, is am I in a space of scarcity or am I in a space of abundance? Y'all, there is nothing good that comes from scarcity. There isn't. There really isn't. Chasing points, clawing for orders, barely getting by, barely achieving. Oh my gosh, I cannot tell you. It is weighty. It is hard. When you don't have goals, y'all, it is hard because you don't actually know what you're working towards. We're not helping other people. It is hard because you're doing it all on your own. And so there has just been a little bit of a release in me in the past couple of months that you may have noticed where, man, y'all, I got to help more people. I got to help you all. I got to give you the knowledge that I have, the tools that I have to help you grow in your business. And that to me is bringing me so much joy right now and so much fulfillment. Sending business asks, bold business asks, having conversations about the business, scheduling work times with new sharers, doing some of those things, it is giving me life in my business right now. Because the reality of the situation is, while I could like reach for Sapphire and get there one time, the goals that I have are so much bigger than that, you guys. I am working towards 4-star diamond, and the shift that has made in my business is palpable in the sense of like, I've got to help more people have the knowledge and the tools and the skills that I have to grow to where I am so that I can grow where I want to go. And I am telling you, like the moment each one of you take that one step closer to being where you want to be, to being a jewel, to moving forward in helping new people share, that is what gives me life right now. That is what brings me joy. And I know a lot of y'all have realized I did not have my foot on the gas so far as business conversations go. I don't even think I knew what a business ask actually was until last month. And y'all, that is where I want you to lean in. Y'all, we cannot build this business without the help of others. It's not meant to be a solo entrepreneurship, right? We're meant to rise when we help others rise. And so what my hope for the month of June is that we can all lean in, get gritty, have bold business conversations, okay? And help other people rise and get really, really good at growing our own confidence in helping people share. Because the reality of the situation is, until you grow confident in talking about this opportunity and helping other people share, because you know where you're headed and you know that there's no road that leads there without others, until you do that, you're gonna feel real stuck. It's gonna feel like scarcity. It's gonna feel like chasing things. It's gonna feel like overwhelm and maybe burnout and some of those things, because we're trying to do it by ourselves with the skills we already have. Like, gosh, it was hard to get here. Can't I just get where I want to go with this? And y'all, if it were that easy, yes. But the reality is we're always supposed to be growing and learning and trying new things and changing and raising our leadership lids. And so my kind of word for June is like more. Not more in scarcity, more in abundance. Y'all, I believe that the conversations you're having are going to catapult you where you want to go. I believe it's going to feel like abundance and service, and it's going to push you out of your comfort zone and challenge the heck out of you. And y'all, oh my gosh, it's like being in the gym and breaking down muscles to build them back up. You are going to feel broken because you're going to have to realize, oh my gosh, I'm not good at this, to then be built back up even stronger, y'all. And I am so excited to see it. I am so excited to cheer you on in this way. I am available. I want you to hear that. If you send a message and you're like, I'm still sending a business ask that is not getting much response, that isn't even getting engagement, and it's not doing what I want it to do, y'all, forward it to me, okay? Forward it to me. Let's have a conversation about it. I am open. Okay, the open sign is on for customers, yes, but the open sign is on for all of you to utilize the skills that I have grown in to help you grow in them so that we can all rise together, okay? That is my heart in this. I want everyone, every single one of you, to have the feeling that I have of being in God's incredible creation. You see this? With my family, because of the income that Plexus has given us. Y'all, we are here. I am able to step into this because of Plexus. When I first started Plexus, on my dream board was family camp. It was all I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to take my family to family camp, because that was not something we were ever going to be able to do. It was not something we weren't going to be able to send our kids to camp. We weren't going to be able to do any of that because we were living so paycheck to paycheck. And y'all, this opportunity has given our family the biggest blessing by being able to say yes to things like this. Not out of selfish motive, but out of the desires of my heart for my family to be together, learning about God, being present with my kids. I asked Deacon, I said, what was your favorite moment of camp so far? And you know what he said? Going horseback riding, but not just horseback riding, going horseback riding with you. Y'all, that just space to be present with your kids in a way that we're not able to do so often. That is why I said yes to this opportunity. That is why I said yes to this business. And that is my heart for helping each one of you move forward as we grow over the coming months, y'all. It is worth it. Lean in, have a posture of growth, and get ready for 10x. Because y'all, 2x might take you an inch. 10x is going to impact the lives of hundreds and thousands. And that is what we are all about. Impact and helping people. I love you all. Thank you for letting me be here present with my family this week. I'm cheering you on as we finish this month. Somebody's giggling. There's a dad giggling coming down the slide. Come to a place where dads can giggle, y'all. That is what this is all about. And let's launch into June with a heart posture that is ready to grow, ready to have conversations, ready to bring more people on this journey, and ready to do it together. Well, I'm so proud to be your leader, and I'm just so proud of each one of you for how you've leaned in this month.